Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dara Makeup Artist here. Today I'm going to show you all a tutorial on using concealer, foundation, and also mineral powder. So first thing I'm going to do is start with my concealer. And I'm going to be using NC50 Studio Finish Concealer here. And I'm using a concealer brush, synthetic brush. Okay, so let me just say a few things. Concealer you can use for under eye, circles, bags, any type of blemishes that you have on your face or body. They come in a more liquid form. Some of them come in stick forms. Some of them come in cream forms, which is what I'll be using today. So you can do a lot of different things with them. As you saw previously in my brow tutorial, you can use it to highlight the brow and define your eyebrow a little bit more. So today I'm going to be showing you guys concealer under the eye. Just zoom in a little bit. Okay. So excuse me, I can't talk right now. Previously, I've already put a little bit under this eye here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys concealer under this eye. And this Studio Finish concealer goes a long way, like a little bit goes a long way. So you really don't need a ton of it. I'm just kind of doing the little patting, stippling motions here. I'm using a brush because a brush will help you get in these areas here, in the areas here, and then also right here. It's a little bit easier to do that. I'm gonna add a little bit more to this side because I want it to be even and it's not looking very, very even to me right now. So I'm gonna add just a little bit more. Okay. So if you do have any blemishes anywhere else on your face that you'd like to cover, the correct way to cover them is to get a little bit of concealer on a brush. And then let's just say, for instance, there was a blemish here and then you just would pat it on right on top of the area where the blemish is. And then you can kind of tap it on a little bit with your finger just to kind of blend it in a little bit more. One thing you don't really want to do when you're using concealer is to rub like that, because what you're going to do is rub it in too much and you're going to move the concealer out of place, so you won't get the coverage out of the concealer that you're looking for. So you definitely want to do that stippling motion. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is the foundation. I'm using Studio Sculpt foundation. It's a gel based foundation, very lightweight, can be mixed down with the moisturizer to sheer it out, or you can just use it straight out of the container to get a fuller coverage, which is what I'll be doing today. And this foundation is very concentrated as well, so you do not need a lot of it at all. So I'm going to show you guys, I just kind of squeezed out a small amount on my hand here, and I'm going to use a foundation brush to apply the foundation. I'm going to apply this all over. When you're doing foundation, if you don't have a lot of blemishes and a lot of things to cover, you don't necessarily need to put the foundation all over the face. I prefer, you know, just to put it all over but you don't necessarily have to. I talk to women all the time and they're just like, you know, I just really don't like makeup. I don't like to put a lot of makeup on. And most of the times they don't need it. They really don't. So I just let them know you can put it in the areas only where you need coverage and then add your powder and you can balance everything out. Now notice when I'm going over the areas where I've added concealer, I'm just using that same stippling motion. I'm not doing too much of this because I don't want to move the concealer out of place. Everywhere else you can just blend it out how you normally would. And the colors in the Studio Sculpt foundation run a little funny. So if you are NW45 in one foundation, if you move to Studio Sculpt, you may not necessarily be the same. And then you may also have to mix it as well. You may have to mix two colors. So just kind of wanted to add that little side note in as well. Okay, so now we have the foundation on. As you can see, the Studio Sculpt gives a very, very dewy finish. This particular foundation does not need to be set with powder. It's totally your personal preference if you want to set it with powder or not. You don't really have to. I'm going to set it with some mineral powder. And I'm just going to be using a 129 small powder brush to do that. And I like to start under my eyes because that's where the most product is. And I just kind of pat it on all over. And as you guys can see, this side is starting to kind of matte out a little bit. Not too matte, because the mineral powder is going to give you a nice sheen, a healthy glow to your skin as well. But it's not as shiny as this side. So Studio Sculpt is great if you like a dewy, more natural skin-like finish, or if you just really have dry skin and you want a nice dew or shine to your skin. It will work well for dry skin types as well. Okay, so just kind of give you guys a idea of what the skin is looking like. Okay, so that's my video on concealer, foundation, and powder. As always, guys, you can email me, diaryofamakeupartist@yahoo.com, or you can contact me through YouTube if you wish to do that. You can also find me on Twitter, so www.twitter.com/DMA Makeup. And I will see you guys soon with some more videos. Bye.